Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Let's learn about another movie from my book, Analyzing 59 Classic Films. This time we're on Chapter 6 for the 1928 film entitled Laugh, Clown, Laugh. Clowns usually make people smile and laugh with their outlandish costumes, clumsy behavior, and unique tricks. So it is a bit of an anomaly to see a clown who cries often. It is important to remember that beneath the colorful face paint and baggy wardrobe lies a person with feelings. In the 1928 silent film Laugh, Clown, Laugh, Lon Chaney stars as Tito, a traveling clown. He takes in and cares for an orphan girl. When she becomes a grown-up, he falls in love with her. This synopsis may sound strange and even inappropriate by today's standards, but this is a heartfelt gem of a film that surprisingly has more emotion and depth than comedic flavor. A youthful Loretta Young co-stars as Simonetta, who becomes a tightrope walker for the circus. It is ironic that Simonetta is referred to as a woman because Young was only about 15 when the film was released. She looks much older though, as most would have guessed she was not under 25. Besides some typical silly clown antics, Tito exhibits some basic tricks, like shadow puppets and the classic missing finger routine. Both of these are still performed many times today. The one dangerous stunt he performs inside of a large theater is climbing up to a hanging box and then zip-lining on his head down a wire to the stage. I am not sure if Chaney performed the stunt or a stuntman did. Chaney could have done it since he spent time as a traveling vaudeville performer when he was younger. Regardless of who it was, a safety cord was noticeable to prevent any serious injuries, just in case the device on his head went off track. It is interesting that Tito's work partner, Simon, is reluctant to adopt the girl by insisting that women bring bad luck. He likely could not have predicted that Simonetta would become a love interest for Tito. He thought she was just a distraction that could hurt their business. Plus, it could be awkward having a girl around in a male-dominated profession. She also could have been high maintenance and demanding of a stable home, since a 1920s traveling circus was not exactly a comfortable living environment. Besides love being an obvious theme, the contrast between rich and regular folks are looked at. Nils Asther, it's a little hard to pronounce his name. First name Nils and last name is Asther. Nils Asther plays the suave Count Luigi Ravelli, who falls for Simonetta and tries to win her over with pearls and his opulent lifestyle. Seeing someone referred to as Count made me think of Dracula or the Count of Monte Cristo. But it actually is just a title given to European nobility, although it is not used much today. It is interesting that the film was set in Italy. This is likely because the original 1923 Broadway production was based on an Italian story by Fausto Martini. An interesting scene takes place at a neurologist's office where Luigi is being treated for uncontrollable laughter, and Tito seeks help for constantly crying. Today, the person laughing might be viewed as a loon who should be committed to a psychiatric institution, while nonstop crying might warrant a prescription of antidepressants. They were dealt with humanely and eventually found out that each other is in love with Simonetta, creating a bit of a love triangle. Another theme is Tito's inner struggle in loving Simonetta and wanting her as a wife, even though he realizes it is kind of wrong since he had adopted her as a child. Chaney's performance is exceptional, as the polarizing pain and joy his character feels can be felt through the screen. He also did a great job in all of the makeup and costumes, perfectly portraying a clown. Tito felt tormented by this forbidden love. It was something he wanted so badly, but knew he could not have. It was like his own forbidden fruit that he could not hold, even though it was within his grasp. With so many fewer entertainment options available back then versus today, the film does a nice job showing the impact a traveling circus can have on a community. This is shown in the beginning of the film as people are praying, and then they promptly stop when they learn of the upcoming show. Those with mundane lives will take any diversion they can get. If you are new to watching silent films, this is the kind of movie you want to start watching. Its simple plot is easily enjoyable and has characters with great depth and emotion, even though the dialogue is easy to read, with betrothed being the only somewhat archaic word used. Lon Chaney is truly a film legend and does not get his just due of being mentioned among the greatest actors ever. One reason is because he was in silent films, and the popularity of most silent stars did not transition well to talkies. But Chaney did not have ample time to attempt the transition. He died in 1930, just as talkies were becoming widespread, which is just a couple of years after they really began. The other reason is because he transformed his appearance so greatly for some of his roles, perhaps leading the normal him to not be as recognizable as he could have been. This film gives you the best of both worlds of Chaney. You get to see him transformed as a professional clown and also as a tormented man with feelings and desires. This film says so much without verbally saying any words. It will pull at your heartstrings unlike almost any other movie. 3.75 out of 4 stars is what I gave the 1928 film Laugh, Clown, Laugh. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that analysis of another film from Analyzing 59 Classic Films. If you're so inclined, as you can obviously see, my other book is also available on Amazon. It's about a trip I had taken back in late 2014. It's called 2 Weeks in Nicaragua, Observations and Experiences in a Developing Country. We'll continue the series later on with many more analyses from this book, analyzing 59 classic films. Thanks for watching. Take care. Until next time.